Welcome back to more Assassin's Creed. We haven't been on this one in a while, have we?
No, it's been a long time.
Yeah, I think we've been
Gentlemen?
we've been we've been doing a bunch of other stuff. We haven't actually been out in this courtyard.
Yeah, we came in around for a few moments, so let's check out the rest of the place.
Right.
It's all very calm and
It is kind of serene out here.
yeah.
Are they meant to be cherry blossoms or snowflakes?
They're not snowflakes.
No.
Some
It
kind of
might
leaf.
just be autumn here.
Yeah. I can't.
That's very possible. Now, our main goal for
My troubles.
today is heading down to Acre, I believe.
Yeah, definitely back on the road.
Yep, because we have an assassination there.
But also, this is very pretty.
It is very, very pretty.
Oh
It's
my.
a nice change of pace from the usual.
Mm.
Please tell me I can just scale this.
Yeah, yeah, you... Oh!
Dang, it's because it's slanted.
They cheated you out of it.
That would have been awesome.
Run up rushing water.
Yeah.
That's the dream.
That's oh, clipped it, but that's okay. Oh no, don't.
Oh,
please.
no! Go away!
Altair, it seems my students do not
Oh.
fully understand what it
Get
is
new
to wield the
dialogue.
blade. Perhaps you could show them what you know.
And it's like I can't skip it. It's there.
No! It forces you into it. There's no option to say yes or no.
Yeah. But why wouldn't I just counter? Counter is infinitely better.
It at least makes sure you know that that's an option.
It should have given this to me earlier.
work of a
Instead of
master.
giving me counter.
You'd think that this would be the precursor to counter.
Yeah.
And that, my students,
But oh well.
is how we all should fight.
By not fighting at all.
Yes, because that's what we
Oh, there-
learn playing this game.
There
Don't
should be
fight.
there should be only one more left, so that's acceptable.
Definitely shows we're getting into the meat of the game if there's not much left to learn.
Yeah. It's always the same journey out of town.
Mm.
Nothing ever changes. There's no ladder. There's no people being transported or like a cart or something.
There's not even... Yeah, for one thing, there's no separate option to leave town. Like, you can't leave town in multiple directions. But yeah, there's nothing happening that makes the trip into town any different. You can't do anything in the town. There's no shopping. There's no people to talk to or anything like that.
Yeah.
It's just repetitive and boring.
The town's not interesting enough. Like I'm grateful that we don't have to go through the Holy Land every single time to get to where we want to go now. That's
Oh, that is a godsend.
a welcome improvement.
But like, this is your hometown. Surely there should be things to
Yeah.
do in it.
Well, that's what the second one was for.
Yeah, and that's one of the things
got
everyone really loved about
They
it.
got that right.
They definitely got it right. Is you had a hub.
Tried to mimic that in the third one. Didn't go over so
I'm
well.
sorry to sound like a broken record, but Brotherhood or 3?
3.
Okay.
I'm saying 3. That did not go over so well. Brotherhood was also better at that because you felt like you were taking back a city, but man, some of those things were so expensive. You'd
Was
never
that what
get
Brotherhood was about? Taking back the city?
Yeah, it was like building the influence of assassins in Rome, which are like Rome's a pretty good place to do it in.
Shut up, plane. We're trying to do things.
You ended up like every single monument in Rome had just been closed off to the public, so you just buy it yourself. I'm like, that's pretty cool, but there's nothing to do in these areas, so I'm like, just not. Like, you couldn't have given me a secret Colosseum level, really? Alright, 2 acre.
I would be... A Colosseum level of Assassin's Creed would be kind of dope.
Use
Yeah.
free running to escape from a fight when exposed.
Have they done
Protect your
Assassin's
enemies
Creed Rome?
And jump through merchant stands
What
to
do you mean?
avoid the crowd.
Oh, that's kind of 2, isn't it?
That's Brotherhood is. Brotherhood is all set in Rome. What do you mean?
Ah, I was gonna say if there was like an ancient Rome
Oh.
Assassin's Creed where you're actually like gladiators.
Roman Rome, you mean? Yes.
Yeah, I was thinking Holy Rome.
No.
Yeah.
No, well, that's entirely different. But
No, true, but
it's all bamboozling, don't worry.
there's so many different like Roman eras to choose from. But I was thinking like gladiatorial assassination.
You could. I'd say doing it during a gladiator match would be best.
Yeah, like you're
Sneaking through the crowd.
maybe you're like an ex-gladiator or something,
Oh.
or a gladiator who escapes or something and like actually trains in a separate art. So then they combine their assassination techniques with gladiatorial training.
That would be kind of cool. But nice.
Because like as an assassin, you would need to have prior combat experience. You couldn't be an assassin with literally no fighting capability.
Well, mostly it seems they raise you from birth. Oh, man.
So it'd be really cool if you played an ex-gladiator who the assassins come across and say, you have a solid foundation in combat, let's adapt that into assassination technique. That'd be really cool.
Doesn't matter if I'm blending. I mean, look at this. I'm the only guy who's walking by who's not vomiting. You know I'm the assassin.
Listen to the fool cry. Oh,
I don't think they're not, yeah, I don't think you're close enough to arouse suspicion until you start doing this.
I thought it was going to be a monk, but you know what?
Please, I've done nothing wrong. Why are
Wait,
you doing
it's going to be violent again here anyway.
Hi.
Please, anyone.
Sort out. Wow, the others didn't even react to the first kill. You probably could have just gone and assassinated each of them and they wouldn't have cared.
Yeah.
death to the heat.
You can abuse that a little bit in the next one.
I'll cut you down.
Yeah, they definitely refined the assassination stuff in the second game.
Hey,
Oh, taking a couple of quick hits. There you go.
lock onto someone.
I think these are double hitters. There you go. There's literally no upgrade to any enemies apart from the final boss in this game except more health. Everything else is exactly this. Actually, hang on. Is even the final boss I think is just more health and a gimmick, which you'll see later. I'm not going to spoil. Yeah, I think everything's just difficulty is just more health. Like that's kind of shitty. At least in like the later games, they gave bosses more attacks and more variety.
I hope so. Still, best not to take any chances. I'll hurry home.
Speak
Don't
up
think
a
I'll
little
meet again
bit.
Anytime soon, either. You've done me a kindness, young
Why
man.
would the
Be
soldiers
assured I
harassing a
won't
man
forget
of
it.
God? There's a man of their God.
There's a murderer loose.
I don't know. Oh, that'll get you in past the guards.
See? Knew there was an investment for this.
Yeah.
Perfect.
It's a good thing that they have the.
Who could have done this?
I have no idea, and you don't have to like blend or anything. It just like lets you go
Yeah.
until you exit.
Which is very generous.
Oh, they were absurdly generous with blending in this game.
Well, for the few times you're able to use it.
For the few times it's important to use.
Yeah.
Like they have it available for different things in the town, but you never need it.
I have to admit, it's only needed to get inside, and even then, you can just scale it.
Yeah, once you get inside, you just jump to the roofs and hide. You don't actually need to
Yeah.
blend for anything. There's really... It's
again,
weird to think that in an assassination game based at the Holy Lands, there's
Yeah.
not actually a lot of danger.
Really?
You needed to be in the town for it to work.
He won't get away that easy.
It's alright, just jump to the roofs and you're fine.
Yep.
I'm catching up to you.
Do you still have escape cam?
Yes.
Done for. Your life.
Chase cam's great.
The suspect is going down 4th Street.
Out of the way.
I haven't seen enough of those to make a good joke about it.
Honestly, while I think it would be really cool to explore these different points of history, and they're doing a great job at picking them, like now that they're doing like Greece and Egypt and everything,
Yeah.
I would honestly like to see what they were kind of hinting at with the early Assassin's Creed games, in that having modern Assassin's Creed, because
Yeah, they do that a little bit in Revelations.
yeah, but they never go anywhere after that, do they? Because of the whole storyline that they delve into and kind of close
Yeah.
out. Because honestly, I would like to see a like 40s New York or Chicago Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, I'd be fine with that. I mean, we've all been asking for French Resistance Assassin's Creed.
Absolutely.
Because that's like almost, it's almost too good.
And I'm pretty sure
to
they
not touch it.
they hinted in Odyssey. I hear. Like
Yeah.
I haven't played the game, but I hear that at the end of Odyssey they hint that the next Assassin's Creed game is going to be what everyone wanted, feudal Japan.
That's, yeah.
Because apparently the ending like cut sequence of Assassin's Creed Odyssey
Word has spread
is
of your deeds, Altair.
three symbols next to each
You are
other
sincere
Yeah.
in
that
your
are like
desire
based
to redeem
on
yourself.
like there's dialogue running it that is like either the
sometimes you
Assassin's
do it
plan or the
well.
Templars plan or
Yeah.
something like
I
that.
assume it
It's
is
an
work
It's an
that
Egyptian
reunites us?
hieroglyph
Yes.
an ancient Greek's,
William
like I think
was
it's
more
the
friends,
Omega
my
symbol or
target.
something like
Right.
that,
What can you tell
and an
me of
ancient
the man
Japanese
himself?
symbol.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, this is the progression of the 3 games.
I wonder how you're going to do
People
that
see it as a
because
strange choice
That's all
given the
like
history between
feuding
Richard and William's
states
son
in
Conrad.
Japan. So like,
But
what
I
you could
think
do,
Richard's
and I'd be happy
rather
with,
clever for
if
it.
you just did it like
Clever
they were
how?
all splinter
Richard
factions of
and
the
Conrad
Templars,
do not see eye to
Yeah.
eye on
vying for
most
power.
matters.
Or
Because
splinter,
Though they
splinter
are
faction of the
civilly enough in
Assassins
public,
as well.
Possibly,
there are
but then
Have they
whispers
again,
done
of
that?
intense evil
no,
around
but then
the
again, they wouldn't look like the good guys.
And then there was
true.
a business with Akkar's captured
Although the whole,
Saracens.
like,
In its wake, Conrad has returned
Yeah,
to
the-
Tyre,
the Assassins'
and Richard has compelled William to remain
culture,
here as his guest.
Yeah.
it would fit well as being like
Whatever
factions
you
of
wish to call
Japan.
it,
Wouldn't you
William's
think?
presence here should dissuade Conrad from
Isolationist,
acting out.
I've
feuding,
never been
honor,
one for politics.
It kind
loyalty.
Surely you realize
Lots
that
of
every
loyalty.
action shapes
Yeah,
the
it
course
would
of
kinda
this land's
suit.
future.
Could do.
You are a politician too.
Because we've done so
in your
so
own
much
way.
like
As you wish. Now,
yeah,
where would you suggest I begin
Assassin v
research?
Templar.
Richard's citadel
Have we done
is
Assassin
west
v
of
Assassin?
Or rather, the market
No.
in front of it.
Not that I know.
You'll find
No.
a cathedral of the
I
Holy
think
Cross in that
We've even
direction
played
as
as
well.
a Templar.
It's a popular
Yeah,
place
from
and should be filled with
from what I
talk
understand,
of
the French
citizens.
Revolution, they could have done it during
Finally,
that. That would have been
try
cool.
the border to the west, where the chain
I feel like
and
French Rev would be
hospitality
more
districts
Templar
meet.
v Templar, and
That
Japan
should
could be
start
Assassin v
you on your
Assassin.
way.
No,
Very well.
just
I
definitely
won't disturb you
Templars are
There's no
the
trouble at
monarchy,
all.
and then just all the every single subgroup in the revolution just turn on each other like just as soon as they got a chance. Reminded me to talk about oh god, what's his name? I mean, everyone talks about
Louis 16.
Oh, look, Louis 16 is there. Everyone talks about Robespierre and fascinating figure in history. No debate. But my favorite guy in history. of
I do
French
believe we
Revolution-
need to go to Rich District.
Yeah, so we'll cut across.
Yep. Jump to that one. Yeah.
Yeah. Is Danton. He had a great group. He's sort of a bit more of the militarist guy. It's confusing, but he's known in history for being very hard to look at. He is a very unattractive man. So much to the point that he is named. He is known as Pig-Faced Danton.
But one of the cool things you find with those characters in history that are like that are very much characterized as being quite unattractive or hard to
Yeah.
look at is they generally end up being a lot of the most cunning and devious.
Oh, he's
characters in
he's
history.
He's incredibly clever, and he's very He's very he's I wouldn't say popularity.
No,
but I would say
but
he
since
has
those
a
kinds,
magnetism. Yeah.
since those kinds of figures can't get by on looks or anything like that, they have to be really
Oh,
clever.
yeah, they're
and I
forced
love
to be that.
seeing what they can do.
They're very he's a great guy. He's so interesting to look at throughout the revolution. He was pretty much the leader of the last group that Robespierre said, "Oh, these guys are traitors. I have this, I've got this list, and they're against the revolution." And right before he got put on the block, pretty much everyone got asked for last words. Some people had some good ones, other people didn't. But Danton's one of my favorites.
Last words were always great.
Oh,
Oh, Jesus!
Thanks, that was nice. To my memory, last words of Danton were something along the lines of, "This day may be yours, Robespierre, but mark my words, the next head on this block will be yours."
Oh, that's pretty dope.
And he was right.
That's great.
Everyone was like, but Danton's like amazing. He's a public figurehead. He was always there since the day of the revolution. Like we don't really trust you anymore. And he just kept getting more insane. I want to see how Assassin's Creed will do it. I'm worried that because it'll be the first period of Assassin's Creed that I go into that I really know a lot about.
So you'll be able to like pinpoint historical accuracy.
Yeah, but like to a bigger extent, like maybe events. Like they'll spin events because of course they have to.
Yeah, there has to be some level of creative licensing for these games.
So I'll be.
You have to just kind of go in
Yeah, I'm
through
just
that
trying
way.
to see if there's a. Okay, well I'm trying to see where the first
Viewpoint.
yeah.
It doesn't show you until you actually enter the district.
Okay.
And yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the way it works. Is once you start getting into the new districts,
Oh,
you
that's
have
it.
to actually manually find.
I don't mind doing the ones around the Assassin's
Bureau?
because that means like when I get near them, I can get these guys to help me.
Yeah.
twice.
We're assassins. All of the city will know jack shit, please.
Yeah, please don't,
Mommy, I beg of you.
This is something we want to keep on the down low.
if that is possible. Yeah, we really just changed quite quickly from poor district to rich district.
Yeah,
Almost-
there's no
almost
real
too quickly, I say.
there's no real divide. It's just there's very much culture shock going between them, but not how it should be.
Oh, these are Templars?
Yeah, there are Templars just walking around.
Actually, he's got the same ones. Let's just... No, let's do them. No, it might just
Yeah.
be... Oh, no, it's the uniform.
Oh, hi.
Are you serious?
He looks like a Templar.
Yeah, I know. Or they're...
Yeah, that looks like City Guard. The guy in the helmet with the Crusader cross.
But if there's killing 60 of them, they can't all be in this city. I think it's... The guy we're killing is...
Head to the hills, man.
Is a...
Run to the roof.
This way. Is a... I think he's a commander of an army, so I think this might be his, like, local garrison, the station.
Yeah, you reckon?
Yeah, that's my bet.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if like towns like this had stations for the Crusader army.
Oh, that's what you do. You occupy it.
Yeah,
Yep, that looks good.
just get to the roof, man.
Try to tackle
You're meant to be
past them, but-
escaping things
I know.
first.
Get into this ladder.
You're done for. Just give up.
As if he literally attacked me through a stone monument. Go to hell.
Clipping. Get in. And then I think we manually have to. Oh god. Oh no.
Someone might check on me, but I think you can
So the
kill me.
rat got away. Don't fret. It's not our
Oh. See you guys. And they're fine with you popping out now because you're
Yeah.
free.
But
I think you have to manually find the first viewpoint, and then it will reveal more. So let's have a look around. There's that.
no, I'm looking for that little eagle thing.
Oh, that was one. Turn around.
Where?
Turn around. To the right. That.
Ah.
That'd be it.
And I think I might go back over my notes from French Revolutions before we start Unity.
Oh, your Year 12 history
Yeah,
notes?
I kept them.
Ah, fair enough.
There's some love and sweat in those notes.
Oh, you bloody hope so.
Yeah, there was
You don't do those kinds of subjects in your final years unless you really enjoy them.
yeah. And you don't want to forget what you learned because there's great stuff.
That's kind of what in terms of like ATAR and shit like that. This is talking in terms of Australian education, but I essentially screwed myself in picking my subjects in Year 12 for getting a high ATAR because I picked all the subjects I enjoyed, which meant they were the ones all marked down.
Yeah.
Because I think I ended up doing... I wasn't fantastic at maths, I only did further, but I didn't really care about that. General English, because I just really enjoyed the stuff we were covering and the kind of text that were being covered. But then as far as electives, I did theatre studies, software development, and IT applications. So all shit that were marked down like crazy, so I didn't get the greatest score in the end, but I had a fucking good time doing it.
For now, I'll go and visit with the other brothers. Make sure they have everything they need.
Aye, they must not fall.
Fear not, the Master has a plan. Even now, he prepares a way
didn't
to
know
turn our
Palpatine was in
losses
this
to his
game.
advantage should it come to that.
What does he intend?
The less you know, the
Almost
better.
sounds like him too.
Just do
Shit.
as you've been instructed. Deliver the letter you carry to our Master.
Gotta pickpocket the letter?
Yep. What'd you do? I chose subjects that were all scaled up, and because I didn't care about them, I didn't have passion about them, and you don't do well in them. So there's no real formula for winning.
Yeah. You can't do everything... Ooh, so... Nice!
There we go. Nice.
That was a lot better than your last pickpocket mission.
Yep.
But yeah, you can't really win with doing subjects that you enjoy and are also marked up unless you enjoy shit like sciences and things like that.
Yeah. It's not easy work.
I have a friend who loves maths to pieces, and I
Good on him.
was like, good for you. I don't know how you live that way,
Yeah.
but good for you.
It is impressive.
Ah, well, he's gone on to be a maths teacher, so
Nice.
good for him. Because he just
What?
You're somewhere you shouldn't be. Leave.
Because yeah, apparently
That's your issue? That's it.
I was chatting to this mate of mine,
Yeah.
and he was telling me that apparently maths is being taught in high school completely wrong.
Okay.
Because you know how maths is being taught in a very logical equations and shit like
Yeah.
that. Apparently, there's a lot... When you get into the roots of maths,
Yeah.
it's a lot more imaginative and creative than people think, and it needs to be approached in the same way as like the arts and stuff like
Yeah.
that, so that people can visualize differently, because people just visualize maths as equations, a plus b equals c, shit like that.
Yeah.
But apparently, if it gets taught a certain way, it starts to affect the brain in a different way, the same
Yeah.
way that artistic subjects do, and that's why certain people love maths.
Yeah.
I was like, I get that concept, but because I grew up learning it the very straightforward manner, I just can't think of it that way, and I can't enjoy it.
Yeah.
So,
That is
so
a problem.
So yeah, apparently there might be a change in the future in the way that they actually approach teaching maths that might be helpful to people.
I'd be excited to see that.
I'd love to see that. Because, like, I know I'm not good at a lot of things.
Oh dear, here we go.
I know I'm definitely not good at a lot of things. But I think in terms of new ways to learn things, I find myself quite adaptable, which is nice. I might not end up being good at it, but I can understand it. And so I would love to see if they completely change the way that they taught maths. That would be really interesting, and it might make me actually get into it.
My boy, I only wish my sons were half as brave as you. I'll see to it that they hear this tale and know what it is
climb
to
this
be
ladder.
a true hero.
I think we're actually up to the assassination at this point, aren't we?
Nah, no, we've just been
Done such a thing.
saving people. We've only done one bit of actual discovery for the mission. It's slow work.
No, that's... I'm just looking at the guide next to me, and all it says is the 2 viewpoints to get here and the pickpocket mission that we did. Apparently,
Viewpoint missions, you sure?
yeah, we 2 viewpoint missions and a pickpocket. Apparently, if we just go to where the target is in the south end of the map,
Yeah.
it'll show a cutscene, and then we can go for it.
It says 3 investigations are needed to access assassination.
Oh, bull. That just makes things frustrating.
Yeah.
It's just, it's honestly padding out the game.
It is. It makes. How do I put this?
Like, I get why it's there. In terms of the context of the story, you do need to learn about your targets and everything.
And you should be rewarded for learning more.
Yeah, there should be a better reward for learning things. At this point, it's just learning things unlocks the next thing. There's no like. That's one of the things I would love to see in a modern Assassin's Creed game. Because as you would learn more things about your target, I would love to see someone actually like start making a corkboard and shit. Because you could actually see the visualizing of all the information you're putting together.
Yeah.
And if you could like interact with that and connect dots and things like that to make it more investigative, that would be reward for finding out information. This just feels like chore unlocks next thing, chore
Yeah.
unlocks next thing.
Definitely Hitman sounds more your speed.
That could be fun. I would definitely be down for playing a Hitman game at some point.
Yeah, definitely go through the older ones. Blood Money is still one of the best Hitman games around. It's absurd.
You've definitely thrown your support behind Blood Money.
Oh yeah, that game is a beauty to play. I spent 40 minutes planning what might be my most elaborate kill in that game, and I was so proud of it.
That's one of the things that I think I'd enjoy most is, from what I know about Hitman, you can be very creative in planning out your kills.
Yeah.
And that's probably one of the things that I don't like as much about this game. Like, I know this is the first step in the water for the Assassin's Creed franchise, but what even the immediate ones from this did with with Tuan's Brotherhood is the introduction of so many more ways to plan out a kill, like being able to do it from hanging off a ledge,
Yeah.
assassinate, throw off, doing aerial assassinations and stuff like that.
Making aerial assassinations work mechanically before
Yeah.
which is very...
There's so many more ways to do it.
I'm going to try this ledge grab and see if it works. Nice.
Yeah, I think that's one of the things that I really like the most about those is they gave you so many more ways to play the game. And like, while this is the first step for the franchise, it was just so frustrating that there was not many ways to kill things.
Yep. He can live this time. I can get around him. reasonably without.
I grant you life.
Yep. You live for now.
Yeah. Alright, so once we're done with this viewpoint, this is actually a good place to leave off the episode, I reckon.
Yep. We're nearly done with the investigations. I'd like to get a few more investigations for this particular kill, just to see if it does feel easier. And now that I understand, you can actually check the information that's been sent to us.
I think there's a max of 6 investigations.
Yeah.
Well, let's take a
Even
move
just
on.
4 or 5 will be fine.
Yeah, let's make a move on, and we'll see you guys in the next episode.
Yeah.
See you later.
Won't be long.